Here's what nobody tells you about the men who are unable to forget you. It's not simply because you are the most attractive woman he has ever seen. It's not because you always said the perfect things or handled every moment exactly right. The women men become deeply attached to, the ones they remember years later, the ones they secretly compare everyone else with, all have something in common. They do something most women never notice they are doing. They activate certain feelings inside his mind that he never even knew were there. Every man has emotional triggers hidden deep inside his psychology. These are feelings and reactions that even he may not fully understand. When you connect with those parts of him, not through manipulation or pretending to be someone else, but through genuine understanding, something changes inside him. He starts looking at his phone, hoping your name appears. He finds reasons to mention you when he talks with his friends. He begins adjusting his plans around the possibility of seeing you. He catches himself sitting quietly, replaying a small moment you shared, remembering something you said, and wondering why that simple thing stayed in his mind. And the most interesting part is that he may not even understand it himself. He might try to explain it logically. He might tell himself that it does not make sense. You may not even be the type of woman he originally imagined wanting. You may not match the picture he had in his head. But once these deeper emotional connections are created, once you reach something beyond simple attraction, it becomes difficult for him to ignore. You begin living in his thoughts without having to force your way there. The more he tries to convince himself that he should move on, the more he finds himself thinking about you. Before you assume this is about tricks or controlling someone's emotions, understand this clearly. It is not about pretending to be unavailable. It is not about creating fake distance or withholding kindness just to make him chase you. This is about understanding how emotional connection actually works and how men experience attraction in a deeper way. Because a lot of relationship advice gives the wrong message. It tells women they need to become more perfect, more available, more agreeable, and always ready to give everything. But men usually do not become deeply attached to perfection. They become attached to a feeling. They remember the woman who made them experience something unique, something they cannot easily explain, something they do not find with everyone else. That feeling is not random. It follows certain emotional patterns that many people never learn because they spend their time worrying about small details, like how long they should wait before replying to a message or whether they appeared too interested. But when you understand these patterns, confusion starts disappearing. You stop constantly questioning yourself and begin seeing that attraction is not only about luck. Attraction has a rhythm. It is about two people connecting at the right emotional level. The first rhythm, the one that creates the foundation for everything else, is what can be called the balance between presence and absence. Many women believe being present means always being available. They think it means answering immediately, always making time, always showing excitement, and always being ready whenever he wants attention. Those things can feel good, but they are not what makes someone stay in another person's mind. True presence means something much deeper. It means being completely focused when you are together and having your own complete life when you are apart. Think about it this way. From the beginning, many men are unconsciously asking themselves two important questions about a woman. The first question is, when she is with me, is she truly here with me? Or is part of her attention somewhere else, looking at her phone, thinking about other things, or already focused on what comes next? The second question is, does she need me, or does she genuinely want me? Is she spending time with me because she has nothing else happening, or because she truly chose to be here? Many women understand one of these ideas but miss the other. Some women become completely available. They cancel their own plans whenever he is free. They reply instantly every time. They change their entire schedule around his life. At the beginning, he may enjoy this because it feels simple and comfortable, but slowly something can change. He may stop thinking about her when she is not around. And why would he wonder about her if she is always there? There is no space for curiosity, no room for missing her, and no chance for his mind to naturally return to her. Her presence starts feeling normal. It becomes something pleasant but expected, something he appreciates but does not strongly desire. Then there are women who move to the opposite side. They have busy lives, their own interests, and many responsibilities. But when they finally spend time with him, they are still distracted. They check messages, talk about other plans, or seem mentally somewhere else. He notices it. He starts feeling like he has to compete for her attention, even during moments when he already has it. It feels like he is simply another task on her long list. Neither extreme creates a strong emotional connection because both sides are missing an important piece. A friend of mine came home after an extremely difficult day. Nothing major had happened. It was just one of those days where everything felt much heavier than it was supposed to. He did not feel like talking about it. He did not want to explain everything or break it down out loud. He simply wanted to sit quietly for a while until that heavy feeling started to disappear. His girlfriend at that time kept asking him what was wrong. She kept trying to solve the problem and kept encouraging him to open up and share what he was feeling. But every question made him close himself off even more, not because he did not value her concern, but because it started feeling like pressure, like he was failing some kind of emotional test because he could not open up instantly. A few months after that relationship ended, he met someone else. The same situation happened again. He had a terrible day and came home carrying that same weight. But this woman reacted differently. She looked at him for a moment, walked closer, and simply said, "Hard day, huh?" That was all. Then she sat beside him and stayed there. No pressure, no endless questions, no demand for explanations, just calm presence. After around 10 minutes, he began talking, not because she forced him to, but because she created a space where he felt comfortable enough to do it. That moment created a connection that went deeper than any conversation they had shared before, because she understood something that many people fail to understand. Men usually do not open up because they are asked to. They open up when they feel safe enough to. And emotional safety is not created by constant questioning. It is created through understanding. It comes from showing him that you notice what he is not saying and that you are not going to judge him for it. This is emotional recognition. It is the ability to understand his silent language. It means knowing that when he becomes quiet, he is not always trying to push you away. He may simply be processing his thoughts. When he needs some space, it does not always mean he is losing interest. Sometimes he is trying to work through something internally. When he appears distant, it is not automatically about you. Instead of making his emotional habits wrong, instead of expecting him to handle feelings exactly the way you do, you meet him where he is. You respect his way of dealing with things. You allow him to be human without forcing him to explain every emotion or defend every reaction. When you do this, when you truly see him and accept what you see, he begins to trust you in a way he does not trust many people. You become the person he does not need to pretend around. You become the place where he can lower his guard without worrying that his weaknesses will be used against him. And when a man finds that kind of connection with you, when he realizes that you understand him without him having to constantly explain himself, he connects with you on a level deeper than simple attraction. You become someone incredibly important in his life. Not because he cannot survive without you, but because you provide something rare. You offer the feeling of, I can be myself here. Many people may care about him, but you become the person who truly understands him. That difference changes everything. It turns a simple connection into a deep emotional bond. The kind that does not disappear when the excitement of the beginning fades away. The kind that makes him think about you during ordinary moments and realize how rare it is to feel completely understood. That is the second button, the one that transforms attraction into emotional attachment. The third button is called freedom within commitment. And this is where many people accidentally create distance without realizing it. Here is something important to understand. Men are not usually afraid of commitment itself. They are often afraid of what they believe commitment will take away from them. They worry that commitment means losing their identity, losing their independence, needing permission for everything, being constantly monitored, questioned, or made to feel guilty for wanting personal time or time with friends. When someone truly likes a man, they often naturally want more closeness, more time together, more communication, more involvement in every part of his world. And that desire usually comes from a good place. It comes from wanting a stronger connection. But sometimes from his perspective, it can feel like his world is becoming smaller. It can feel like his freedom is being exchanged for someone else's comfort. And the moment he starts feeling that way, something inside him begins to pull back. Not because he does not care about you, but because caring about you starts feeling connected with losing parts of himself.